Michelle stumbles.
I don't know where it starts.
Stay focused, stay calm.
Trying.
And Amber and Vinny reach a breaking point.
Slow down!
I need you to speed up. You're super slow.
I would rather be last. Stop this.
With over 60 million viewers, Tracker is TV's #1 most watched show.
Let's get to work.
Tracker, new Sunday, all new, all spring on CBS.
Live April 7th, CBS presents the CMT Music Awards with unforgettable performances, all hosted by Kelsey Ballerini. The CMT Music Awards live, Sunday, April 7th on CBS.
Guess what's hopping your way? The Easter Bunny delivers an early gift to the Northwest Coast. Lots of snow. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, 2 of 6 bodies are recovered from the Baltimore Bridge collapse. The latest on the investigation there. Plus, construction work resumes on the roundabout project in Ishpeming. What drivers need to know starting tomorrow. And a new sandwich shop opens in downtown Marquette for the late night crowd. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
We have some scattered flurries around the north half of the UP, and the western UP is about to get another major round of snow.
Oh man, Copper Country might need to rename it to Big Snow Country, although I think that is another nickname for that area. As you can see, these red bars showing that activity is going to really start increasing around 1 a.m. Here's a look at College Avenue there in Houghton, courtesy of Michigan Tech University's weather cams. And then here's what we've got, the purple areas, Ontonagon and Keweenaw counties, winter weather advisories. I'll go over all of these details, but Houghton County, my friends, you are under a winter storm warning here at the end of March. I mean, at least it's not May, but you know, that could happen too. All right, as Sarah mentioned, we've got flurries still all over the Upper Peninsula there, most of that along the northern portion, and temps right now in that 20-degree range. But again, I've got your full forecast after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Divers have recovered the bodies of 2 of 6 workers who plunged into the water when the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed after it was struck by a large cargo ship early Tuesday morning. Officials say the 6 workers, presumed to have been killed, are originally from Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. Natalie Brandt has more.
During a desperate and intense search and recovery Wednesday, Maryland officials announced 2 bodies were recovered from the wreckage of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Divers located a red pickup truck submerged in approximately 25 feet of water in the area of the middle span of the bridge. Divers recovered two victims of this tragedy trapped within the vehicle.
6 construction workers who were on the bridge at the time of the collapse are presumed dead. The NTSB is investigating what caused the cargo ship called Dolly to ram a critical support beam of the bridge early Tuesday. The ship lost power and issued a mayday call before the crash. The NTSB is analyzing the ship's voyage data recorder in hopes of determining what went wrong.
Our entire focus on scene is to collect the perishable evidence.
The Port of Baltimore remains closed to ship traffic. The Navy says it's mobilizing large barges equipped with cranes to help clear the channel and remove submerged portions of the bridge.
The task in front of us, it will be real. It will be daunting.
The timeline is unclear, as the collapse is also forcing companies to divert shipping at one of the East Coast's busiest ports and the #1 hub for vehicle imports and exports.
It is going to lead to a lot of complications for our supply chain.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says he's also worried about the local economic impact to the 8,000 workers directly employed by the port.
The Coast Guard will have to refloat the more than 900-foot-long cargo ship in order to clear the waterway. Here at home, if you're driving through Ishpeming, you'll be seeing some traffic changes this week as MDOT continues a roundabout project it started last year. Tomorrow, MDOT plans to continue the $6 million project to put in a roundabout at the intersection of US 41 and Lakeshore Drive. There will be a detour for Lakeshore Drive on Country Lane and River Parkway, and sections of the highway will be reduced to fewer lanes.
Trying to maintain a minimum of one lane in each direction on the highway throughout the project. And we'll be doing that by building the roundabout in sections so that the entire highway isn't closed at any one time.
MDOT plans to have the current phase of the project done by the end of July and the entire project completed by late October. The U.S. Department of Energy has approved a $1.5 billion loan to restart Michigan's Palisades nuclear power plant. The Palisades plant was shut down in May of 2022 and sold to the energy industry company Holtec International that June. Governor Gretchen Whitmer says nuclear power is the largest source of carbon-free electricity. She says the reopening will create access to clean, reliable power for 800,000 homes in the state to help toward her goal of 100% clean energy by 2040.
It was a long, windy road to get here, but I'm so happy to be here. When we get it done, it'll be the first restarted nuclear power plant in American history.
Governor Whitmer says restarting the plant will protect 600 jobs and help create more than 1,000 new ones. In honor of Women's History Month, we are highlighting female-owned businesses in the UP. Drift Alchemy on Cedar Street in Manistee offers a selection of crystals, journals, tarot and oracle cards, candles, jewelry, chimes, decor, and more. And while they can just be used to make your space more beautiful, the owner says she's found healing and guidance through many of the items in her shop, as well as through the team of women who work alongside her.
Helping people. We love when people come in and share what's going on in their lives and we can help guide them in any way. We're just kind of a place to think freely and explore. We're very passionate about taking care of each other and creating a community.
You can see the full story on Drift Alchemy and the rest of our Female Business Spotlight series at WZMQ19.com. A new sandwich shop is bringing late-night bites and East Coast cuisine to downtown Marquette. Sando's Eatery officially opened this morning on 3rd Street in the former location of Rotations Deli. The three owners say the menu features a majority of local ingredients and sandwiches like cheesesteaks and meatball subs. Sando's hopes its menu and late-night hours will cater to everyone.
Trying to cater to all the local musicians, bartenders, cab drivers, people working in the mine, you know, people that are up late that usually don't have an option other than fast food or frozen pizza.
The business will be open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Friday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, beautifying the home for spring. A couple of Schoolcraft County organizations want to give you a hand. And as you begin some spring cleaning, some ways to clean up your finances too. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
I will not rest until I'm done. When there is evil on the run.
Bonanza, weekdays at 2 on MeTV 19.1.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go.
3, 2.
For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
My name's Douglas Hill, and I've been working at Goodwill a little over 14 years now. Goodwill is a place to give people opportunities, especially if they have a disability. You know, it's good to be around people, and the fact that I know that I'm not alone, it's actually changed my life for better. I would just love to say thanks for giving me the opportunity, and that I love working with the people. You know, we joke around, we have a good time, and work gets done.
Supporting Goodwill helps give our clients fuller lives.
Tonight,
If I was forgetting things, I think I'd remember it.
Colbert's got a new late show with Liam Neeson tonight on CBS.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows or the final votes have been cast? Will you start a career in the broadcasting industry? Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Well, the snowflakes are flying. We've also got some gusty winds. My goodness, I know you'd think it was winter, but it's spring. All right, looking at the current radar, although this is, you know, typical spring weather here in the Upper Peninsula, we've got some snow activity there in Iron County heading up into Marquette County, and then of course along the lake. And then taking a look at the snow planner, this is basically for the Copper Country, as they're going to see the brunt of the snow that we're seeing, and those gusts up to 35 miles an hour, especially in those morning hours. You could be seeing about 1 to 7 inches during that morning time, 1 to 7 a.m. And then we'll see some more snow showers into that Thursday afternoon and evening. But we've got this winter storm warning for Houghton County, and we're going to focus here on M26, basically, between Twin Lakes all the way up to Houghton, possibly 10 to 13 inches of snow when this is all over. And this winter storm warning goes until 8 a.m. Eastern time there. And then that, like I said, 10 to 13 along that strip there. But everybody else also seeing some snow in the Copper Country. Winter weather advisories in the purple here, 4 to 8 inches for Ontonagon and Keweenaw counties. But then from Standard Township on down, maybe 1 to 3 inches for this duration, but still very breezy conditions blowing that snow around, so you could have some reduced visibility. Hopefully everybody's got the supplies they need and don't have to head on out. By around 10 a.m. Houghton seeing maybe 2.3 inches of snow there, and again, these are some estimates there, maybe a dusting here in Marquette, and those numbers increasing throughout our Thursday evening, eventually slowing down though, and everybody getting to take a breather. But another reminder, make sure if you are out shoveling, clear those drains. That's going to help with all the snow melt that we will be experiencing. And we've got a wintry mix that is on the way, which could make for some nasty conditions in this coming weekend and next week. All right, this evening, those gusts continuing, especially along that northwest coastline. Keep your eye here on Ontonagon County, seeing a peak speed around 9 a.m. of 37 miles an hour. And then eventually those winds taking a break around 7 p.m., 8 o'clock in the evening, and we'll all get a little bit of break with that. But taking a look at the rest of this week, the coldest day is expected to be Thursday, snowiest Wednesday and Thursday, sunniest. We've got sunshine on the way for Friday, my friends, and then windiest is going to be tonight and tomorrow. But we've also got Easter coming up. It's looking like a gorgeous day as of right now. Easter Sunday there, partly to mostly sunny skies, maybe seeing a high of about 42 degrees. So looking forward to that little bit of a break before that winter mix comes back with rain and snow and breezy conditions. And our 7-day for Marquette, possible snow coming again next week.
Thank you very much, Ariane. 2 Manistee organizations are teaming up to help you brighten up your home this spring. Lake Effect Community Arts Center is hosting a floral arrangement class on Saturday, April 6th. The owner of Flowers by Jody will teach attendees how to select and place each flower in a way that will create a beautiful bouquet. Lake Effect Community Arts says the arrangements will make great centerpieces or gifts for friends and loved ones.
Things we don't think of as art. Like we look at our flower shops and we don't realize, like, oh, they are taking composition and color and height and all these things that matter on an art level. It's nice to be able to look behind the curtain, so to speak, and see what our florists are doing to create all the magic that they make.
Registration is now open for the floral arrangement class, which is $45 for Lake Effect members and $50 for non-members. Just head to WZMQ19.com to sign up. The buzz around the city of Ishpeming is circling a food-based nonprofit that's looking for people interested in hives. Partridge Creek Farm is now accepting applications for a beekeeping apprenticeship program. It will give people a glimpse into what it's like to care for bees. The program runs from April 6th until the end of the year, instructing people how to clean a hive safely, introduce new bees, and even building a bee population for your own use.
So several field trips where you actually will go out and see active beehives in different areas and different locations to see what established hives look like. And it wraps up at the end of the year with spinning your own honey and being able to take some honey home so you have the honey of your labor.
Applications are due on April 2nd and slots are filling fast. For the link, just head to our website. With April approaching, many people are thinking about spring cleaning. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says that should include your financial files.
Whether you're firing up the shredder or deleting files from your computer, a great place to start is with tax returns. The IRS can look back 3 years in an audit, and if they identify a substantial error, can add an additional 3 years. So you or your tax preparer should keep returns and all supporting documents for 6 years to have all of your bases covered. Everything older should be shredded. And no cheating on this, because scammers would love to grab your valuable personal information. That includes bank and investment statements. Most people can destroy them after 45 days, unless you need to highlight a stock or investment transaction for next year's taxes. There's another exception. If you or a relative will be applying for Medicaid, many states require that you show 5 years worth of statements. Finally, there are some things you need to keep forever, like birth and death certificates, social security cards, marriage licenses, divorce decrees, military discharge papers, and estate documents. If you maintain paper versions of any of these, make digital copies and then store the originals in a fireproof safe. And hold on to records for home improvements and major purchases until you sell those assets.
Maybe you want to save up for a big trip this year. 7 months ago, a wildfire ravaged Maui, killing more than 100 people and destroying 2,200 structures. And while it will take several more years to fully rebuild, most of the island is open, and local businesses say what they need now is more tourists for an economic recovery. Wendy Gillette reports from Maui.
There's no shortage of hugs these days for Caleb Hopkins, co-owner of Mala Ocean Tavern on Front Street in Lahaina, where most structures were lost last August in the devastating Maui wildfire.
You can see the path. It went just right around us. You know, it's just a miracle that it's still here.
The 24-table tavern reopened in February next to the crashing ocean and steps away from the burn zone, where a checkpoint keeps people out. Inside, laughter has returned to the restaurant known for its oyster shooters and ahi bruschetta.
It's giving people a little piece of history back.
Co-owner Javier Barberi lost his home in Lahaina, as did many of the staff, but all were eager to return to work.
To be able to reopen is a sign of hope for other restaurants, other businesses.
Hope is also on board Trilogy Excursions, sunset and whale watching sales. The night of the fire, co-owner Riley Kuhn rescued people who ran into the ocean to escape the flames, even as one of his boats and 2 family homes burned.
Maui's going to take a long time to heal. This fire has affected everybody.
The Hawaii Tourism Authority says Maui visitor arrivals are down about a quarter since the fire, as is overall spending. A critical drop on this island, heavily dependent on tourism dollars.
70 cents of every dollar circulating in Maui's economy is attributable to visitor spending.
Many hotels are pitching in. In Waikiki, the Royal Hawaiian is donating $1 to the recovery for each signature Mai Tai that's ordered. At Maui's Fairmont Kealani in Wailea, where we also stayed for a special rate, the new lobby bar Pilina is using island-sourced ingredients to support local businesses. And at its just-opened cultural center, visitors can experience traditional songs about Lahaina and hula.
My biggest message and invitation to everyone is just to come with respect and a desire to understand.
To that end, tourists are advised to not ask locals about their personal experience during the fire. Mala Ocean Tavern added a sign with the request.
We're here to put on our brave face and smile and have fun and get back to normal.
It's a new kind of normal on an island where the Hawaiian spirit continues to shine.
The Hawaii Tourism Authority has a list of tips to be a compassionate traveler to Maui, including not going near the burn zone or taking pictures of it or anything else that might be sensitive. Still ahead tonight, a new era for Michigan basketball. The new head coach at U of M.
First warning weather with Arian Stasek, weeknights at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
It is Sketch Against time.
Hangman, and Handyman.
Stick figures.
This is a judgment-free zone, but this is a terrible hand. And this is just a stick figure, but it doesn't matter. It got the job done.
Will do just fine.
Pictionary, weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS. Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local hometown body shop.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
The Marquette junior hockey team is heading to New York to play for a national title, and you can help fund their trip. The Marquette American Legion 14U AA team won the Michigan Youth Hockey Tournament earlier this month. The team will now head to Amherst, New York to take on teams from around the country. Over the past few weeks, the team has been taking on older opponents made up of former players to get ready.
Part of the idea of bringing in some older players with a little bit more experience where they would raise the level of play in practice and in games.
The team has a GoFundMe page set up to raise money for its trip to New York. You can find information on how to donate to that at WZMQ19.com. After the first weekend of March Madness, an NCAA tracker shows 0 perfect brackets remaining on the men's side and just 4 on the women's. The women's tournament has seen very few upsets so far, but there's no shortage of monumental moments. Basketball phenom Caitlin Clark set the single-season scoring record and is leading her Iowa Hawkeyes to the Sweet 16. And over on the men's side, the Sweet 16 is looking quite chalky too, except for 11th seeded North Carolina State Wolfpack, the only double-digit team remaining.
UConn back in 2011 won 5 games in 5 days to win the Big East and propel them to the national championship. Kemba Walker was on that team, and you have a team in this year's tournament, NC State, trying to do the very same thing. So they're trying to pull a UConn and get to the national championship.
Analysts say UConn is anything but a Cinderella this year. The Huskies are the #1 overall seed and have dominated both of their games so far. The men's tournament resumes tomorrow, the women on Friday. A new era in Michigan basketball history began yesterday as the Wolverines introduced their newest head coach to lead the program. Nate Brown has more from Ann Arbor.
Well, some of Dusty May's earliest aspirations were to become a high school basketball coach, thanks in part to the impact that his high school coach had on him. Now May is the newest head coach for the University of Michigan, and it's thanks in part to the impact he's had on others to help him get here. May was introduced as the 18th coach in Wolverine men's basketball history Tuesday from the Young Champions Center. bringing with him the hope of a new era of success for Michigan hoops.
Dusty embodies all the things we look for in leaders of all of our sports programs.
But more than that, a glowing track record with those who play for him.
He has high integrity, outstanding character and drive, coupled with an unparalleled understanding of the game and a strong value in connecting with and supporting his student athletes.
As for May, the mindset of those donning the maize and blue is an easy one to fall in love with.
Michigan is a special place because everyone's pulling in the same direction. We have a goal to develop young people and compete for championships, and that goal will never change.
And the love of those who once called Michigan home, it's rather obvious.
This is one place that everywhere you go, I've never been at another university that had as much pride in as every alum, student, whoever I come across has in this place.
Helping to make Michigan an easy choice for him. Now, when asked how he'll define success in his time here at Michigan, May referenced one of the first coaches that he ever worked under, the late Bobby Knight. If you're competing for Big Ten championships, you're competing for national championships. Well, Wolverines fans can only hope that the conference glory comes soon enough, with the national glory soon to follow.
In other sports news, we're just over a week away from opening day at Comerica Park, and Tigers fans, there's a lot to look forward to at the ballpark this season. Fans will notice an upgraded sound system surrounding the stadium, along with an improved video board measuring just over 15,000 square feet. It's the second largest in Major League Baseball. Also new this year is a sensory room with toys and tools to create an inclusive and calming experience for people of all ages. The Tigers are also rolling out fun merch at the D Shop, giveaways to the first 15,000 fans at every Saturday home game. The Tigers host the Oakland Athletics in the home opener next Friday, April 5th. Brain surgery is always a delicate procedure, and sometimes it needs to be done while the patient is still awake. Christiane Benavides explains why and brings us the story of what that meant for an avid guitar player.
24-year-old Christian Nolan is used to shredding the guitar at home. But in December, he showed off his skills while undergoing brain surgery to remove an aggressive tumor.
Could you feel anything happening? It was mainly like pressure. I could feel things moving, but no pain or anything.
The tumor was located in a delicate part of the brain that can affect hand movements.
We performed his surgery awake so that we could be able to remove the tumor safely and be sure that we weren't harming his hand function.
Neurosurgeon Dr. Ricardo Comotar with Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center says when a patient is awake during a craniotomy, it requires less bone removal. It can also limit injury to surrounding brain tissue.
If you don't have the ability to do the surgery awake, this operation becomes actually much riskier.
The procedure lasted about 2.5 hours. Nolan was only awake for part of it, as his team of doctors monitored the use of his left hand.
The patient is completely comfortable during the awake part of the surgery. They do not feel any pain, and they do not remember most of the procedure.
Nolan remembers someone handing him the guitar. The rest was just second nature.
What do you think when you watch that video? I just can't believe that was me.
Nolan's tumor was discovered by chance. Someone stage diving at a concert landed on him, causing his brain to swell, leading to a checkup. He still has to undergo treatment, including chemotherapy, but the tumor was completely removed.
Nolan's doctors say he was fortunate the tumor was caught early before causing any permanent damage. What a story. More flurries for most of the UP, but especially out in the Copper Country. Ariane has the latest on some winter weather alerts. And sweet meets savory when a new fast food partnership begins in our final story after this.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature Made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Rated the best hearing aids of 2023 by Forbes, the Audien Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I
actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-455-9314 or go to audionhearing.com to get your pair of Audion hearing aids starting at just $189.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King.
I'm Tony DeCopel. And I'm Nate Burleson.
This is us. We're all here to wake up your mornings to help make sense of the latest overnight developments.
What you can expect from your day before you head out the door. You'll also hear directly from the biggest newsmakers in America.
And you'll see the best group of journalists in the business with exclusive reporting and breaking overnight news.
It's a lot. Watch CBS Mornings right here on your new CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
Get ready for a brand new season of Collector's Call with all new collections.
Collector's Call, Sundays at 6:30 on MeTV 19.1.
Current temps in that 20-degree range. We're going to expect them to drop down a little bit into those teens. 15 to 25 is the range that we're expecting this evening into our morning. It's going to be a cold one, especially over there in the Copper Country where they're under winter weather advisories and a winter storm warning on Tenaukean, Houghton, and Keweenaw counties. You're going to probably need all of the tools from the shed to take care of the snow that's definitely headed your way. And then we'll have lake effect snow flying all over the UP, but mostly concentrated in those areas. And then during the day, partly to mostly cloudy skies. We'll have that sunshine coming to us though on Friday. Definitely looking forward to that. Take a look there. Warmer temps. This is for Escanaba. Good Friday. Yes, I will take that with a high of 44 degrees. Then we've got Easter on Sunday, partly sunny skies, 44. I'll take that as well. And then in between there, we've got a wintry mix moving around.
Thanks, Air. Finally tonight, McDonald's is hoping to be your breakfast go-to with a sweet new partnership. The Golden Arches is teaming up with Krispy Kreme to permanently add donuts to the menu. The rollout begins later this year with nationwide availability by the end of 2026. So us here in the UP more than likely will have to wait a little bit. 3 of Krispy Kreme's most popular donuts will be delivered to McDonald's restaurants: the iconic original glazed donut, chocolate iced with sprinkles, and chocolate iced cream filled. They will be available individually or in half dozens starting at breakfast time until supplies last. Yes, absolutely. I would get a donut from McDonald's.
Dear
and
Diary,
McNuggets
I'm going to gain a lot of weight.
Just fattening us up, McDonald's. Come on.
They do taste delicious, though.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
WZMQ TV 19, continuing to stand with the people of Ukraine. Sarah Blakely, weeknights at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255. If you're between 40 and 85, get your free Funeral Advantage Guide. Help keep your family financially protected with up to